special presentation from WPRI 12. This is the CVS Health Charity Classic Preview Show.
The iconic CVS Health Charity Classic is back for another year. We're just days away from the exciting event that brings elite golfers from both the PGA and LPGA tours to Rhode Island.
Once again this year, those golfers will hit the links here at picturesque Rhode Island Country Club in Barrington, where fans can get close to the pros and watch all the action as it happens. This year's CVS Health Charity Classic is set for June 29th and 30th.
Since the tournament began in 1999, it's raised more than $18 million for local nonprofits, and the tradition of giving continues once again this year to support hundreds of programs right here in Rhode Island and southeastern New England.
Hello, everybody. I'm Yanni Caracas.
And I'm Patrick Little. Once again, WPRI 12 and Fox Providence, proud to be media sponsors of this year's CVS Health Charity Classic, an event that so many people look forward to every year.
Once again, tournament co-hosts Brad Faxon and Billy Andrade have rounded up an impressive field for 2015. Some familiar faces and some past winners. It's sure to be an exciting few days. Let's take a closer look at this year's field. Another year, another star-studded field for the CVS Health Charity Classic. Let's start with some newcomers. New England native Keegan Bradley makes his classic debut. Bradley is a major champion, winning the 2011 PGA Championship. Speaking of majors, your 2012 U.S. Open winner Webb Simpson will be in Barrington. Simpson has 4 career tour wins and currently sits 34th in the FedEx standings. John Curran, a Massachusetts native and high school teammate of Bradley with 4 top 10s already under his belt this season, rounds out the list of notable newcomers. Now for some veterans. Billy Horschel is back for the 3rd time. The reigning FedEx Cup champion is coming off a banner season in 2014 and is hoping to make a splash here in Rhode Island. J.B. Holmes is playing well in 2015, including a win at the Shell Houston Open. The 2010 Charity Classic winner is making his 4th appearance at this tournament. If you're looking for history, look no further than 2-time defending champs Steve Stricker and Bo Van Pelt, who will try to make it 3 years in a row at Rhode Island Country Club. Eric Compton's story is well known by now. Compton is the only professional golfer in the world competing with a transplanted heart. After an enjoyable time in 2014, he's back at the Classic once again. Let's not forget about our hosts. These guys can play. Brad Faxon and Billy Andrade are so hospitable, though, they've yet to win their own tournament. You can't have Faxon and Andrade and not have Peter Jacobson, the only other golfer to be at every single one of these tournaments. Harris English is back for the 2nd year in a row. Russell Henley a 3rd straight, each with 2 PGA Tour wins in tow. Jimmy Walker is currently top 5 in the FedEx Cup standings and ranked 12th in the world. How about Hunter Mahan, a classic vet and member of Ryder Cup and President Cup teams? Bill Haas won the Classic with his father in 2004, now at the Classic for the 7th time. On the women's side, LPGA star Lexi Thompson, who is currently 11th in the world, brings a solid resume, including the 2012 Rookie of the Year award. Julie Inkster, a World Golf Hall of Famer and 2015 Solheim Cup captain, is a staple of this event and will make her 8th straight appearance. Also returning to Barrington is Suzanne Pedersen, fresh off an LPGA win earlier this month, and Morgan Pressel, who is the first woman to be part of a winning team in the Classic. She took home the crown with Jay Haas in 2012. So the field is set. Time to tee this thing off.
All the excitement begins with the Pepsi Pro-Am on Sunday, June 28th, followed by the 2-day tournament on Monday, June 29th, and Tuesday, June 30th. For ticket information, go to cvshealthcharityclassic.com.
Returning for a 2nd time this year is the Path to Better Health. It's a walking path around the golf course with interactive health and wellness stations like skin screenings, nutritional advice, and stretching stations.
And new for 2015, make your exercise really count with the Charity Miles campaign. All you have to do is download the Charity Miles app on your smartphone and pick your favorite charity from their list. 25 cents for every mile you walk or run, and 10 cents for every mile done on a bike are donated to the charity you choose. It's the perfect app to take with you along the path to better health.
And as part of the mission to help people on their path to better health, the Charity Classic is donating defibrillators to local high schools. Shannon Heggie has more on that part of the program.
When a person goes into cardiac arrest, automated external defibrillators, or AEDs, can significantly improve their chances of survival. And now, thanks to a $125,000 donation from CVS Health, those AEDs will be in a crucial location, our state schools.
One socket? You guys get 5.
Piled high inside Cumberland High School. Life-saving equipment that could make the difference in an emergency when every second counts.
When somebody drops and they're in cardiac arrest, for every minute they go without being defibrillated, the chance of survival drops by 10%.
That's why the CVS Health Charity Classic and American Safety Programs and Training
We want to use this.
partnered with the Rhode Island Fire Chiefs Foundation and the State School Superintendents Association, donating these defibrillators to schools across the state.
We're going to put one right here. We're going to put another one right here.
School campuses are so large in expanse that a multitude of AEDs is the best and quickest means to get early intervention to any type of cardiac arrest patient.
As they call the electrodes.
And the organizations did their research,
We're going to dry them off.
choosing units they say are the most efficient, user-friendly, and most durable in the field.
Plug-in pads connector. Analyzing heart rhythm. Do not touch the victim.
CVS couldn't do it alone. They say the partnership of all of these groups was crucial.
They also provided valuable information and resources to ensure that we were executing the program correctly.
And as part of the effort, there will be several more training sessions like the one you just saw to make sure staff at every school know how to use the equipment. I'm Shannon Heggie.
Patrick, certainly great to see our local high schools equipped with those units.
And with the tournament starting in just a few days, of course, we wanted to find out more about some of the new things involved in this year's Charity Classic. I had a chance to sit down with CVS Health President and CEO Larry Merlo to talk about some of the new and exciting things here in 2015. All right, Larry, I'm not sure if you and Brad and Billy and everyone at CVS had a goal in mind when this event started for a number of years that it would last. But, I mean, to think that it's lasted this long, talk about the success of this great event.
No, we're really proud of the fact that, 17 years, we've raised more than $18 million for, charities, and, and the event is still strong. It's a wonderful partnership with the work that Brad and Billy do, the support of our sponsors and suppliers, and, of course, the work of the nonprofits, and the fact that, they provide nearly 1,000 volunteers that really bring the tournament to life every year.
Every year, this is more than just a golf event. There's other things that go on, not only at the course, but in other parts of the state. Talk about some of the exciting events in association with the golf event this year.
Well, we want to make the event fun for people of all ages, and on Saturday, we're going to be hosting the Rocky Point 5K over in Warwick. This year, we're going to have the Path to Better Health back. Spectators that track the number of steps, over 12 million steps were taken. We're going to encourage folks to download the Charity Miles app, and, their walk or their run or their biking event, can be meaningful funds for the charity of their choice.
Now, this is the largest sporting event in Rhode Island, and every year some of the best golfers on the planet are in little old Barrington, Rhode Island Country Club. Talk about the field that some of the players in this year's field that Brad and Billy have assembled.
Well, Patrick, this year's no exception. We got Keegan Bradley. He's a native New Englander. He's going to be joining for the first time, and he's a PGA winner. He's been on 2 Ryder Cups. We've got some LPGA professionals, Lexi Thompson, who's consistently a top 10 finisher, and we've got this year's Solheim Cup captain in Joey Inkster, and of course our defending champs, Steve Stricker, Bo Van Pelt. They're back to defend. Actually, if they can do it again this year, it'll be the first ever three-peat.
Well, congratulations and good luck this year. Thanks, Larry.
Thanks, Patrick.
Much more still ahead on the CVS Health Charity Classic Preview Show. We're checking out some of the tournament's charity partners, including one that helps young women develop healthy relationships.
Plus, going green. We're not talking about the grass here on the course. Details on the eco-friendly efforts at this year's tournament.
And later, the Men of the Hour, we catch up with tournament co-hosts Brad Faxon and Billy Andrade. Back now to the CVS Health Charity Classic Preview Show with a look at more of the excitement awaiting you at Rhode Island Country Club.
And more than just the course will be green at this year's event. In a continuing commitment to reduce the environmental impact of the tournament, numerous sustainability efforts are once again in place, including recycling and daily composting. Patrick, being out on the course, seeing all the golfers, so much fun, but really this tournament is about the charity.
That's right, and there's so many local organizations that make a huge impact on so many people in our area, and this tournament helps support those causes. Danielle North has more now on one of them, the Sojourner House.
Well, their mission is actually evolving, moving towards trying to help young girls before they encounter adult challenges.
We are going to continue our conversation around decision making.
It is a sweet approach.
The white candy.
To teaching one of life's toughest lessons. These girls at Sophia Academy, through a partnership with Sojourner House in Providence, are learning about how to prevent teen pregnancy and, more importantly, teen dating violence.
When we come in and we are able to show them not only what's wrong, but what's right and how it's supposed to work. Yes, how you're going to support your child. It's almost like an aha moment for them.
Sojourner House is known for its role in providing help for women and their children in crisis, many of them turning to the center for help right after they escape a dangerous situation.
Think before you act.
But more recently, Sojourner House coordinators have started to offer preventative educational programs for younger girls.
Of the consequences, yeah.
To help them make smarter and safer choices.
We know that children who witness domestic violence are more likely to get involved in unhealthy relationships or become perpetrators themselves. So the more that we can work with youth to break that cycle, to educate them about what a healthy relationship is.
You have to think of the consequences.
What signs of dating violence are, the more that we can help them go on to lead productive lives.
But there are already positive changes being made in the lives of these Sophia Academy girls. They're becoming more aware, more open, and more empowered.
CVS Health has really been with us from the beginning. So to have Sojourner House include Sophia under their gift is really, for us, a double treat. And we just see this as a partnership that will continue to thrive.
Girls in grades 5 through 8 attend Sophia Academy, and the school really prides itself on its intimate learning environment. I'm Danielle North.
Still to come on the CVS Health Charity Classic Preview Show, hear from the hometown boys. We're catching up with tournament co-host Brad Faxon and Billy Andrade.
Plus, we're taking you to the Special Olympics Summer Games. Join these amazing athletes on the field as they compete in a variety of events. That's next.
Back now to the CVS Health Charity Classic Preview Show.
Now, each year, the tournament keeps things interesting with a mix of the fan favorites and some talented up-and-comers.
And that's thanks to co-hosts Billy Andrade and Brad Faxon. We caught up with them to talk about this year's impressive names. Joined now by Brad Faxon and Billy Andrade, the tournament co-hosts for now the 17th year of this prestigious tournament in Rhode Island. As we approach the tournament this week, your feelings on the longevity and success of the CVS Health Charity Classic.
Well, it's just incredible, you know, to be a part of CVS Health and the Charity Classic.
I don't think any of us, when we started this 17 years ago, that we'd reach a number like $18 million to charity, hundreds of different charities. There's really nothing else like it in the country, and we keep saying this, of having CVS Health, Larry Merlo, Rhode Island Country Club, Billy and I, and a host of volunteers that'll help to make this thing all work so well.
And you've spoiled golf fans in the area over the years with such tremendous fields. This year is no different.
Well, I think we have probably our best field that we've ever had. We seem to say that every year, but you know, looking at the list that is going to be joining us this weekend is just incredible. I think for the first time, I think, you know, having the first timers, let's talk about them first. We have Keegan Bradley, Webb Simpson, John Curran coming for the first time, and John Curran's a Massachusetts boy, good friends with Keegan, and they're going to team up together, and they're best friends. And for the second time, we got Eric Compton coming back. He played last year with you.
He did. I got lucky enough to play with Eric because he was coming off a second-place finish at Pinehurst in the U.S. Open, and Eric is a two-time recipient of a heart transplant, which is kind of unheard of that anybody could ever do that, never mind walk around and play professional golf. I think what CVS is really trying to show is that they're really promoting the health aspect of this event and how we're trying to promote awareness around so that everybody works more, counting your steps you walk, the calories you eat, and, Eric's certainly a great story for CVS Health.
And you anticipate giving the trophy to Steve Stricker and Bo Van Pelt for a third straight year, or one of you two going to win it this year?
Well, we hope not.
We hope we're going to win.
We're going to win, and we hope that they don't win. But it's great to have.
But we hope they're close.
We're happy that they're coming back to defend their two-time championship.
Do you have to pitch these guys throughout the year, or is it a foregone conclusion when they leave Barrington year to year that they'll be back the following?
I think that all these young players are kind of understanding what we've accomplished in Rhode Island and how much charity means so much to us and what we're doing in our area. And a lot of these guys are going back to their areas where they grew up and going back and starting up foundations.
We get players asking us, and you ask, it's a year-round job, isn't it? We'll have players like Billy Horschel that, he played a couple years ago and said, hey, this is unbelievable, I want to keep coming back.
Now, if you're planning to check out the tournament, here's what you need to know. You cannot park here at the golf course. Public parking is at Seekonk Speedway on Route 6, where a shuttle will take you to the course. Tickets are available now online at cvshealthcharityclassic.com or at CVS stores in Rhode Island and select locations in southeastern Massachusetts. Admission is free for military service members.
And new this year, it's the Charity Classic Community Day with free, yes, you heard right, free admission to the Pro-Am on Sunday, June 28th. You can check out cooking demos at the Fresh Truck Pop-Up Market, and the first 150 visitors receive a free recipe starter kit. Come and enjoy all the family fun for free.
As we've been telling you, the group supported by the CVS Health Charity Classic helped thousands of those in southern New England.
One of those charities, Special Olympics Rhode Island. Mike Montecalvo has more.
Yanni and Patrick, sports is a serious competition, but for the thousands of Special Olympics Rhode Island athletes, it's not just about winning a medal.
I mean, it's about working together. I mean, that's what Special Olympics is all about.
Michael Bullock started competing 18 years ago, following in his sister's footsteps.
I was so proud of her. I feel like, hey, I want to do this too. I want to be involved with Special Olympics.
Now, too many medals to count later.
It's not only competing against all the other athletes, but it's like making new friends. And I've made new friends throughout the years I've competed in Special Olympics.
I found out that my friends were doing it, and they really liked it.
For Julia, competing in the shot put and 200 relay at the State Summer Games are just as important as making friends. Haley trains for several months before the big weekend.
So I can get ready for my events.
Special Olympics Rhode Island hosts over 40 local, regional, and statewide tournaments and competitions throughout the year. Programs include the Unified Sports Program for athletes with and without intellectual disabilities. It's one of the world's most dynamic, providing 1,600 year-round sports training and athletic competitions, and the granddaddy of them all is the State Summer Games.
We service 3,000 athletes throughout the state of Rhode Island, and without the support of the CVS Health Charity Classic, we would be unable to provide year-round athletic competition and training.
Special Olympics Rhode Island CEO Dennis DeJesus says while the highlight of the State Summer Games is the competition, the event is so much more for the athletes and their families.
It's a weekend of athletic competition, but also social interaction, health screenings, physical fitness seminars.
A weekend they look forward to all year long.
My favorite, I would say the relay, because it takes like a total team effort to do it. So, and I rely on, of course, my teammates to help me out.
The cost for the State Summer Games is more than $150,000. I'm Mike Montecalvo.
Now, these charity partners really make such a difference here in Rhode Island.
And here's yet another way local charities benefit. The Closest to the Pin contest is back. Each pro golfer is paired with a nonprofit organization. The pro who shoots closest to the pin wins $25,000 for their partner charity.
Also back for another year is the All Kids Can Pre-Hole Challenge. It's designed to offer kids of all abilities a chance to participate and experience golf just like the pros. Children from a variety of the tournament's charity partners will participate in this fun activity.
Stay with us. The CVS Health Charity Classic preview show continues in just moments.
And a new event for 2015, and the location will spark up some summertime nostalgia. Details on the Rocky Point 5K.
Back now to the CVS Health Charity Classic preview show.
You wouldn't believe what it takes to transform the golf course into a hub ready to welcome thousands of golf lovers. Crews have already been working for weeks to build fan seating, scoreboards, and tents, all of which are brought in and then taken back out each year. Patrick, so impressive to see them transform this already beautiful golf course into a world-class event.
That's right. Can't wait to kick it all off. And if you can't wait either, there's a new and healthy way to kick off the three-day tournament. CVS Health Charity Classic is the presenting sponsor of the Rocky Point 5K this Saturday. runners and walkers are encouraged to participate in this USA track and field sanctioned event that also supports great local charities. Head to RockyPoint5K.com to sign up.
It's going to be a great few days.
Don't forget, the tournament itself kicks off with the free Charity Classic Community Day and the Pepsi Pro-Am on Sunday, June 28th.
Then for the two-day tournament on the 29th and 30th, we'll bring you more special coverage. The CVS Health Charity Classic wrap at 7 p.m. here on WPRI 12. Each night, we'll have highlights, player interviews, and more stories from the course.
And as always, there'll be full coverage on WPRI.com. You can meet the field, see the course, and check out our photo gallery of candidates from the tournament, plus our online leaderboard for real-time scoring.
Count on Eyewitness News for complete coverage of the CVS Health Charity Classic.
Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you out here at the Classic.